afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
30 left.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that is incomplete. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Hey, easy. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what they're...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. to put a drive together.
70, 70. That's your man. That's your man. Steady, right?
On play action, here's Shedeur.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Drag him 60. 60 average. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 65 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Go street. Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
Now Sanders. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Cleveland.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, 5 in. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16, a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Sanders. That one out wide and intercepted. Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
Lisa 24. Son,
Here's Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Red on red. Next side. Here we go.
And he's got it. It's Thomas. The Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Jaguars 28. Browns 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
Here's Sanders.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, tomato, tomato. Touch.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 41-yard line.
13, Luke. Luke. Hey.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Bigsby is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Hey, let's go. Go, go. Think right open. Soga. Go, go. Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Hey, go, go. Go, go.
Snap to Lawrence as he tops this forward.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
From a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
65 catch, 65 catch.
In motion, the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing, Sanders. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Check smash, check smash.
To throw is Sanders.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Go, go. 30 left.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, take right open. Open. 11, 11. Still.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Tank Bigsby from 40 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Warriors 70, Dragon 60.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Get it! Viking 18! Buffalo 18! Cup 19! Cup 19!
Sanders to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Let go!
From the gun, it's Shedeur.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
They just gave up the sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go Street! Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. Through the middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
To throw is Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jones on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 49 yards. And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
From 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 2. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll swing this out to Sampson.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. As he'll go, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On red. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
Got it. Ready? Hey, Jupiter. Rip, 20 silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
30 left. Take right open.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
At the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get it. Crack all 80. Let's go.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. That'll be complete to Sampson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check smash, check smash. Hurry, 70.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Viking 18. Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now it's the backup Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, Sampson taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
13, Lou. Lou.
Again, it's Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will get this into the end
zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Browns 14. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
19 Charger, 19, 79 Broncos.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On 3rd down, Sampson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Jones on the return. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
11. Go, red on red. Soka. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Sink right. 11, Agate, rip, 23. Hey, Ginger.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 84. Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. Big strides. Look at him go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
62 yards. And the Browns, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Take the Eagles. Take the Eagles. Ready.
Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
Now Watson on third and goal.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Washington. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
13,
First
Luke.
and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, Soko,
First and
Soko,
10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 91. Browns 21. Cam Little kicks off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall,